Has there just been like another moment where you've taken a second to breathe and been like, oh, I'm doing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, this is a couple of years ago now, but the Jack White scene, like playing on a studio session with Jack White was like, it's like, obviously it's like the first time I've ever been like in like a rock and roll situation where it's just like, oh, like Jack wants this. He wants this keyboard, he wants this compressor, he wants this much tape ordered or shipped from wherever, and it's like, the next day it's just like, everything is there in the studio. Like we walk in and like everything he asked for is there. And it's just like, yo, you know, just like whole different level of business at that point. But even just like being in the room with him and just being like, oh man, I gotta make sure I'm on mic. I gotta make sure I like listen to the music and get my notes and everything straight and make sure I'm playing everything. He's just like, oh no, man, like, you know, we're just gonna play, we're just gonna jam, we're just gonna, you know, kick it, and here's the idea, just gonna listen to the ideas and just go in the room and just see what we can do. I will say, Jack White's guitar amp, loudest thing I ever heard in my life. Loudest thing I ever heard in my life. Like, so loud. Like, loudest thing I ever heard in my life.
How long were you in there recording with him?
We were there at Serious Sound for 3 days. I got the call on like Sunday, and it was just like, yo man, I think this guy is like emailing me about the session in New York and I can't do it. And then my manager at the time was like, yo man, I think this is for Jack White. I think this is Jack White's manager. I was like, Jack White? Like the Jack White? And then an hour later, it was just like, okay, well, if you want to do the session, you know, I got you the hotel room, I got you the plane tickets, they got you all transportation and everything covered, and just like, it was the same thing I was saying. It was just like rock star, just being like, oh, it's already done.
Like, I'm gonna say no to this?
Yeah, and it was like Sunday evening at like 7 o'clock, and the session was in New York Monday, the next day at 10 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was like, I had to act fast.
Get on that plane.
Exactly.